So, get this, the Eiffel Tower's been dethroned on Instagram by, of all things, a government building in Hungary. Seriously, people are tagging the parliament in Budapest more than the Iron Lady herself, and the photos are epic. If a building that magnificent getting its proper social media glory doesn't scream, book the ticket right now, I honestly don't know what does. This isn't just about one photo op though. We're diving deep into a country that's been hiding in plain sight. Stick around. We've got 7 unforgettable stops, 1 incredible country, and absolutely 0 boring moments ahead. Naturally, you start where the hype is real. Budapest, the city that refuses to whisper and practically shouts its grandeur. The mighty Danube splits it into 2 distinct personalities, hilly Buda and flat Pest, like a sibling rivalry carved in stone and connected by glorious bridges. Haul yourself up to Fisherman's Bastion early, before the tour buses turn it into a human parking lot, and you'll swear someone's photoshopped the skyline. Then, make it your mission to cross the iconic chain bridge at golden hour. The parliament goes full Midas, turning a shade of gold so intense your camera will beg for mercy. After dark, it's time for a quintessentially Budapest experience. Grab your swimsuit and head to Szécheny's massive outdoor thermal pools. Steam rises like gossip off the hot water, while locals play speed chess on floating boards. Suddenly, you're not just a tourist, you're part of the neighborhood. Finish the night exploring the castle district. The sprawling courtyards are free to wander, the hidden wine cellars are shockingly cheap, and the legendary bull's blood flows like tap water. When the city buzz gets too much, hop on a train, 90 minutes tops, and you'll land at the shores of Lake Balaton, affectionately called the Hungarian Sea. In the summer, the water's bathtub warm, and so famously shallow your little cousin couldn't lose your flip-flops, even if they tried. For the full experience, rent a bike and loop the entire lake. The trail hugs the water and weaves through vineyards that practically pour wine straight into your water bottle. On the western shore, the town of Castelli sneaks in a dose of Baroque glamour with Festetics Palace. Think Versailles, but without the overwhelming crowds and attitude. When the sun finally drops, the southern town of Siófok turns Ibiza light with buzzing clubs, while Balaton Füred on the northern shore sticks to cool jazz and classy Art Nouveau spas. And if you come in winter, the lake becomes a gigantic ice rink where locals race sailboats on skates. Because, in Hungary, why not? Follow the Danube north from Budapest until a basilica of truly epic proportions punches the sky. Welcome to Esztergom, the former capital that used to run the whole country. Now, it'll just run your camera battery dead. Make the pilgrimage and climb the central cupola. No elevator, sorry, you've got to earn this one. For a staggering 360-degree, where am I moment. Hungary unfolds on the left, Slovakia beckons from the right, and the perfect selfie spot is straight ahead. Inside the basilica, the altarpiece is quite literally larger than a tennis court. A single painting so vast that even the pigeons nesting in the rafters seem impressed. Down below, the Visegrád neighborhood is a charming maze of sherbet-colored houses and tiny cafes serving espresso shots, strong enough to wake the Habsburgs from their eternal slumber. Feeling adventurous? A 20-minute ferry to Slovakia is right there. You might as well grab another passport stamp for the price of a coffee. Now head east until the horizon forgets how to end, and the sky feels impossibly big. You've arrived at Hortobágy, the great Hungarian plain in full, glorious cowboy cosplay. This is a landscape of mirages, iconic sweet pole wells, galloping horses, and shepherds rocking the same traditional blue coats their grandpas wore. Make it a point to be at the Nine-Arched Bridge at sunrise. The sky blushes a soft lavender, and the surrounding salt flats look like spilled liquid mercury. You have to stick around for the Chico's horse show. These are impossibly skilled horsemen who stand on the backs of 2 galloping 2-ton animals while cracking whips in the air. You'll try not to gasp louder than the kids, and you will absolutely fail. It's a breathtaking display of a tradition that feels ancient and alive all at once. It's time for a drink. Roll northeast to Tokaj, the legendary spot that got King Louis XIV of France so drunk on superlatives, he called its wine the wine of kings. King of wine. takes you deep into a 13-kilometer-long cellar system, a subterranean world of stalactites, candlelight, and centuries of gossip soaked into the very walls. Between sips of liquid gold, find a street vendor, inhale a massive deep-fried langos, and attempt to pronounce azu. After 3 glasses, you'll swear you've nailed it. The patient locals will smile politely and probably disagree. Double back toward Budapest until the river makes a dramatic elbow turn, creating the spectacular Danube Bend. Here, Visegrád citadel sits like a heavy stone crown on a lush green hill. It's a bit of a climb, but scaling the Solomon Tower rewards you with sword-clanging medieval demos and a panoramic view that makes you involuntarily whisper, "Wow," out loud. If you're feeling particularly royal, you can even reserve a spot at a Renaissance banquet. We're talking roast goose, honeyed wine, and lute players who won't judge your messy table manners. Just downstream, the artist town of Szentendre is a dream of cobblestones and candy-colored pink churches. The Marzipan Museum is impossibly kitschy, undeniably glorious, and yes, much of it is edible. To cap it off, grab a hot chimney cake, dust off the cinnamon sugar, and pretend that calories don't count on vacation. For our last stop, we're heading to Miskolctapolca, where Mother Nature decided to one-up every luxury spa on the planet by building one inside a natural cave. You slip into the 86-degree mineral water and just drift through ancient limestone tunnels, which are lit like a giant, calming mood ring. The water's very mildly radioactive, in a good way, often prescribed by doctors for sore joints, so you can go home and brag about your therapeutic isotope treatment. You'll emerge from the waters wrinkled, reborn, and profoundly relaxed. Then, immediately find the nearest stand and inhale a mountain of langos absolutely smothered in sour cream and cheese. It's the kind of perfect goodbye hug from a country that makes you start planning your return flight before the napkins even hit the table. If your finger is already hovering over the Book Now button for a flight to Budapest, go ahead and smash that like button so the algorithm knows you're serious about good travel advice. And be sure to subscribe. We drop new destination lists just like this every Thursday. No passport required to watch. 7 places, 1 Hungary. From the golden parliament glow in Budapest to the surreal dreams of a cave sauna. This country packs more, wait, did that really just happen? Moments per square mile than most entire continents manage. It's a place that constantly surprises you. Now it's your turn. Drop your own must-see Hungarian spot in the comments below. Mine's still the view from the Basilica Dome at Esztergom. And be sure to check the description for links that will give you turn-by-turn help to get you there. See you on the Danube Bend, and happy wandering.